Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Tittle Tattle Tarot. It's Georgie. And today I'm going to be looking at the event concerning the Dalai Lama and this young boy. For those of you that don't know, back in February, the Dalai Lama held some kind of meeting, the kind of thing that he does, congregation, whatever you would call it. And this young boy asked the Dalai Lama, I would say the young boy is probably, I'm guessing, about 8 years old, asked the Dalai Lama for a hug. And the Dalai Lama did that, and he invited him up onto the stage and asked the boy if he would kiss him on the cheek, to which the boy did. And then the Dalai Lama pushed this further to kiss on the mouth, which again, the boy, now this is really taking advantage of your power. It's a very uncomfortable and terribly unpleasant. And the boy gave him a kiss on the lips, and the Dalai Lama pulled him in closer and asked him to suck his tongue, and the boy pulled away. And the Dalai Lama was smiling during all of this. Now, where to go? Where do we go with this? I just want to pull some energy on the Dalai Lama, his motivations, his thoughts. You know, was this a very strange way of telling a child, you know, when someone demands something of you, be prepared to have your boundaries. You know, you may be prepared to give somebody a kiss on the cheek, but, you know, how far will your own boundaries, you know, tell you to go? I don't know. That is me being very kind about this situation. But that is just a theory, and I don't know. That doesn't sit well with me. There are ways of doing things, and I don't know whether this was supposed to be a lesson in, you know, keep your boundaries up. Maybe, but I don't feel that it was. I feel there was more to this. So I am going to ask the Tarot of the Abyss some questions and see what we can find out about this situation. So I'm just going to go straight for the cut. Why? Why on earth did he do this? Why did the Dalai Lama do this? And by this, I mean the actual taking it that much further into suck my tongue. I mean, I can't even saying that makes me feel ill. Okay, why? The Fool in reverse. That's a stop card. Yes, he should have stopped. He should have stopped a long time ago. In the very first process, the hug was enough. A kiss on the cheek, yes, possibly. Stop there. Certainly don't go any further. Why did he do it? Well, we've got the Fool in reverse here. Stop. So he shouldn't have done it. We know that. But why did he do it? Why did he do it? Seven of Swords, this is getting away with something. This is, you do something and it gives you pleasure in knowing that you've got away with it. It's a kind of smug card. I'm going to take something from you. And in this case, I mean, we're talking about an 8-year-old boy. He's taken, in a way, hasn't taken his innocence, but he's taken something, well, he has in a way, hasn't he? He's taken something that wasn't his to take. And this is very much the Seven of Swords energy. And it is, look how this character, they always, with the Seven of Swords, they look, I've got away with that. I've taken something that isn't mine. It doesn't have to be a material possession. In this case, it was a very sort of emotional, a physical thing that he took. And he took it without asking. He stole it. And that smug look of, I've taken something that I didn't deserve to have, and I've taken it from you. Okay. Okay, so that was why. The why was to get away with it, to do it, and to do it in broad daylight in front of everyone and get away with it. Does he think that personal boundaries don't apply to, well, let's say to this child, do personal boundaries not apply to this child? Do personal boundaries not apply to this child? Well, we've got the Empress in, not the Empress, sorry, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles, that's very much, it is a feminine card. It's someone who stands in their own power. And that's the way I'm going to interpret this for this card. Somebody who, it is a self-made woman, but she's very much, she has her own power and she belongs in her own power. She stands there very confident and she knows who she is. It's a lovely card. We have it in reverse. So I see that as, a small child like this does not stand in their own power. They're not developed. They're not an empress, they're not, or a Nine of Pentacles. They're not that grounded person. They haven't lived life. This is someone, look at this weather-beaten face. This is an older woman who has lived and who's earned her money and is grounded and knows where she is. The upside down is totally the opposite, isn't it? It's opposite in every way. It's a young boy child who's not grounded. He's not lived any life. So, his boundaries are fluid, aren't they? They're moving. You're learning about how to do things. So is this it? Is this the feeling that, well, that little boy's boundaries don't really matter? They don't matter. Lovers in reverse. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. It's the roots are up in the air. This tree here, this is always like family. It doesn't have to be family, but some kind of bond here. That look how there's the hug, isn't it? That's the hug. The hug is good. Hug is good for anybody. Hug makes you feel better, doesn't it? It's a very sort of even give and take, isn't it? You hug me, I hug you, and it's a nice exchange of energy that way up. Well, we haven't got a nice exchange of energy here. We have a very elderly man with a very young child, and there's nothing even about this. The roots are in the air. It's not even, it's not reciprocal. No, this is not good at all. It's boundary testing and just showing that this child's boundaries don't matter. Now, was he showing his true self? Was he actually showing his true self, the Dalai Lama? Is that who he is? Is that who he is? Was this a slip? He's getting much older now. Did he show his true self? We have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is doesn't have to be a travel card, but it's a moving on card. It's going from one place to the other, or one way of being to another, thinking about things in a different way, showing yourself in a different way, I would say. It's, yes, it doesn't have to be, oh, you're getting on a boat and you're going overseas, or, you're getting on a plane and you're going somewhere. It doesn't have to be that kind of traveling. It's your development as a person, moving on, and in this case, it's kind of showing who you are. It's exposing who you are. So let's have a look. Is this really him showing himself? Is it him showing himself? Showing it to the world, showing himself, really. Two of Swords. This is total sort of confusion, but you've got the right way and the wrong way of doing something. You've got your swords crossed across your chest. Usually they're crossed across your chest. There's no face on this, which that's quite telling, isn't it? No face. Usually they're blindfolded, but this one has an absence of a face, and the swords are crossed at their knees. Now, is this saying that I'm thought of as one way, but I am another? Is that indecision, the sort of, I portray to be one thing, but I'm actually another? So is this his true self? Well, he sent out a message, hasn't he? Although this isn't a sending out a message card, it's a moving on. It is sort of, in a way, you've kind of left behind all your good parts. You've left behind all the wonderful teachings, haven't you? You've left that behind, and you've now sent out something that's totally at odds with what you've preached before. You know, it's showing yourself in a new light. And here we go. You're showing yourself in a new light, but perhaps that's always been the way you are with the Two of Swords. You're seen as one thing, but you're actually another, and you've removed your mask. Let's just see. He apologized for his words, but he didn't apologize for his actions. So let's have a look at the apology regarding the words. He apologized for his words, and we've got Page of Swords, but it's in reverse. So he's apologized for his words. Page of Swords, that is words, but look, it's in reverse. It's not a genuine apology. You know, a Page of Swords this way up, this is words. It is things that you say, you know, things that you write down, contracts, all that kind of thing. And a page is not a really it isn't a card that has massive gravitas, let's put it like that. So for a start, it's not a card that has a lot of power. It has some, of course, but a page is not a very, as I say, a card that has gravitas. And it's in reverse. So to me, that means, yes, you've apologized, he's apologized, but it was rather a hollow, no, down, sword down. He didn't mean his apology. So, did he think that he did nothing wrong? Did he think that he did nothing wrong? That there was nothing wrong in his actions with this young boy? And we've got the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is very much, when it's upright, it's very much defending yourself. You've got the higher ground, you know, you really are, this is your barrier. And I would say that if someone came towards you and you were in the Seven of Wands upright, you would say, wait, no, don't come any closer. You know, this is wrong. Don't come any closer to me because you've got the higher ground. You're older, you're bigger. No, stop there. Don't come any closer. And you've got your wand there. Stop. We've got the other way up. I always see the Seven of Wands when it's the other way up as your barriers are down. You know, okay, you know, you've taken this too far. You've let someone into your space, or you've invaded someone's space, more importantly, that you shouldn't have done. If you were that way, you would not have invaded it. You would not have invaded that space, but you're this way. So yes, barriers are down. All, you know, it's all fair in love and war. Yeah, let's go in and do this. So did he think he'd done nothing wrong? No, he thought he'd done nothing wrong. And so my final question is, will this be his downfall? Will this be his downfall? Will there be such an outcry over this that this will be his downfall? Will this be the Dalai Lama's downfall? Well, we've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Three of Pentacles upright, that is working together. So that would be his team working together, people that know him working together, you know, everyone that supports him, everyone's with him. We're all pulling in the right direction. We know we've done no wrong. In reverse, there will be some people that will stay with him, but his team and the people around him and the people that have supported him, they're going to let go of this rope. They are not going to want to be associated with this. So I'm just going to pick one final card, no question with it, one final card. Just give me the final energy on the Dalai Lama, this whole dreadful situation. Just give me one final card on the Dalai Lama and this dreadful situation. Yeah. And we've got the Three of Swords in reverse. So this is this is the heartache card. This is people attacking you and your heart, but it's in reverse. Do you know, he will get a lot of attacks over this, but he will apologize, but it's not bothering him. It isn't bothering him. And that sounds really weird, but if it was that way up, you would be, oh my God, what have I done? I've been, stabbed in the heart by this. I did the wrong thing. And you'd be so devastated by this, a total heartbreak. This isn't heartbreak. This is letting those swords fall out. So it's just like people will attack him, but he still doesn't see the wrong that he's done. That's the way that I read that. So let me just pull all of these into the middle. Let's get rid of that little pile here. So we have the why. The why, first of all. Well, it was just a full stop. It was wrong. He shouldn't have done it, but it was taking something that didn't belong to him. Taking something from this little boy, a sneaky take, and then that gloating feeling. I did this. I took from you. And now I'm sort of gloating because I got something from you. That's the why. Doing it openly, showing who you are, showing your power. Do personal boundaries not matter to him? And we've got this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Pentacles, the woman here, very much a mature older woman who stands in her own, her own power. Well, we're in reverse. We've got a little boy who doesn't stand in his own power. He's totally the opposite to this very mature woman who's seen the world. No, his boundaries aren't even formed at all. This is where he learns his boundaries. And the Lovers in reverse. Well, this way, the hug of the family, the friends, even give and take. This way up, well, it's not even. The roots are in the air, very, very uneven distribution of power, I would say. Has he shown his true self? This is a new version of him. This is a new look at him, moving from one to another, moving from what he was always seen as to moving on to, well, what he's being seen as now. Yes, he's being seen as that, but that was always him. He always had that, that thing about him. He showed one side of himself, and he was another side. So there are two very distinct paths here. And he chose to show this other path. He chose to take his mask off and display who he really is. He apologized for his words. Did he mean that? Not his actions, mind you, his words. Well, the Page of Swords in reverse. Pages are not really powerful energy. They're there, and it means something, but it's not. It doesn't hold that weight. And plus the fact it's in reverse. So no, the apology was just an apology for the words. What about the actions? Did he think he did something wrong? Did he think he did something wrong? Well, this is all about boundaries. If you do something right, you stand up for what you believe in here. And you would say, no, if a child came towards you and was going to, supposing the child was going to kiss you on the face, on the mouth, you would say, no, kiss me on the cheek or turn your face. That would be the Seven of Wands that way up. You've set your boundaries. You've got the higher position. You're right. You're right. We're up the other way. No, boundaries are down. Absolutely fine. Low boundaries for him. Low boundaries, being enforced on somebody else as well. So will this be his downfall, I asked. And we got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Well, Three of Pentacles this way, I would say that's everyone pulling together. All the people that support the Dalai Lama, all of them saying, no, this is fine. This is, this was a joke. This was a joke. And this is what people are always saying. Oh, he's such a prankster. He's such a joker. Well, maybe so, but this this joke has fallen very, very flat on its face, and I don't believe from these cards it was a joke. This is in reverse. People will be dropping the rope on him. They will not be pulling in his direction. Of course, you will always get people that will defend him, but on the whole, his supporters will be dropping that rope and dropping that pulling in his favor. They will not do that. And the final card, I didn't ask a question, I just asked the energy surrounding him. He sees that the attacks that he gets, it's a bit like water off a duck's back. He will apologize for his words up here, but it won't be sincere. It's water off a duck's back. He's old, he's lived a long life. Oh, say what you want. I did nothing wrong. That's sort of the Three of Swords energy. You know, this way up, oh my God, I'm mortified. I can't believe I did that. I had a moment of a senior moment. What on earth was I thinking of? You know, even if I was joking, you know, I should never have done it. I don't see from this was a joke. I don't have any cards on the table here that are frivolous. These are all serious, serious cards. And no, he's just letting it go. Oh, you know, you can attack me. I've apologized. Attack me all you want. It's dark. It really is dark. I'm sure that some of you have different opinions to my cards. Remember, this is my cards energy. It's not my personal feeling, although my personal feeling is this was totally inappropriate in every single way. Let me know what you think. I think that this will be the Dalai Lama's downfall. This will absolutely be his downfall. And as I say, I'll be very, very interested to hear your comments and see what you think. Not one to enjoy this, but one to certainly think about. You take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.